What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cinematic Wonder today. I'm diving into Joker 2, and let me tell you, this film is not what you're expecting. If you think you know where this sequel is heading, think again. This movie is bound to spark some heated debates among fans, and I'm here to break it all down for you. So, grab your popcorn and settle in. This is going to be a wild ride. First things first, Joker 2 is shaping up to be one of the most controversial DC films in years. It takes a radical turn away from its predecessor, and I mean radical. This sequel has a different vibe, a different tone, and it may leave traditional DC fans feeling frustrated. If you loved the dark, gritty atmosphere of the first Joker movie, brace yourself. This is a completely different animal. Now let's get into it. How do you feel about musicals? If you're a fan, especially of Lady Gaga's work, you might find a lot to enjoy here. But if you're a die-hard DC Comics purist expecting a classic Batman saga, you're in for a disappointment. This isn't a straightforward continuation of Arthur Fleck's story. It's more like a psychological exploration wrapped in musical numbers. Yes, you heard that right. A musical. Imagine a courtroom drama fused with big, extravagant musical set pieces. Sounds bizarre, right? That's exactly what this film delivers. While Joaquin Phoenix returns as Joker, you might find yourself wondering if you walked into the wrong theater. What's fascinating is that, while the movie is technically a sequel, it feels more like a completely different project using the same characters. It's almost as if Todd Phillips said, "Let's do something unexpected, something that strays from what people expect from a Joker sequel." And boy, did he deliver. Now, without getting into spoilers, let's talk about the ending, because that's what everyone is going to be buzzing about this weekend. It's wild. It's unpredictable. It's as if someone plucked ideas straight from the depths of unhinged Twitter threads. It'll leave you both amazed and scratching your head, wondering what just happened. Here's the kicker. The reaction to this film is likely to be divisive. Some will applaud its boldness, while others will be left feeling let down. As someone who leans more toward traditional DC storytelling, I'll admit I would have preferred to see Phoenix evolve into a more recognizable comic book Joker. But again, that's just my perspective. On the flip side, there are certainly positives worth mentioning. Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix do an impressive job of diving deep into Arthur's psyche. They explore how society shaped him, building on the themes from the first film. It's like they took that "we live in a society" meme and turned it into a broader statement about identity and societal influence. And let's not forget Lady Gaga. She delivers incredible performances and carries a significant portion of the musical numbers. If you're worried she overshadows the Joker, don't be. Her character Lee isn't in the film as much as you might think. Most of her scenes revolve around those big musical numbers, allowing Phoenix to maintain his spotlight. However, there are criticisms. The movie tries to distance itself from its comic book roots, which may frustrate some fans. While there are occasional nods to Batman lore, they're few and far between. Phillips even admitted in interviews that his version of Harley Quinn would be very different from the comics. This creative choice will likely leave comic book enthusiasts feeling a bit shortchanged. It's clear that Phillips used the success of the first Joker, which grossed over $1 billion, to take some risks. He didn't just want to create a sequel, he aimed to challenge expectations. You might say he gave a big middle finger to the conventional ideas of what a Joker movie should be. Now, this doesn't mean he was trying to anger fans intentionally. He simply didn't let traditional expectations dictate his vision. That's either commendable or frustrating, depending on how you approach the film. As for the future, there's room for more in this universe. Perhaps we'll see more of Lady Gaga's Lee or even similar adaptations of other Batman characters. Though let's hope they skip the musical treatment for Batman himself. If you're excited about how different this film is from typical DC fare, you might be ready to embrace this new direction. But personally, I would have been perfectly fine if the story had ended with the first movie. Many felt that it said everything it needed to say, and that was enough. To wrap it up, Joker 2 is a visually stunning film with great performances, especially from Lady Gaga. The musical numbers are impressive, and while it may stray far from traditional DC storytelling, there's still a lot to appreciate. My prediction? This film will likely pull in around $700 million, but it won't come close to matching the first movie's billion-dollar success. The backlash from hardcore fans who loved the first film could impact its overall reception. So, if you do get a chance to see it, I want to hear your thoughts, good or bad. Keep the conversation going in the comments below, and remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and enable alerts so you don't miss my breakdown of the ending when it drops. This is going to be a discussion you won't want to miss.